Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. Jack Finnegan wasn't brought back by Bold and the Beautiful merely to turn down a favor and then flee after a brief appearance on the CBS soap opera screen. Many hints were dropped during the conversation he had with his crazy ex-lover. Sheila Carter provided the missing pieces to the puzzle as Jack's expressions showed regret over his decision to stay with this insane woman at her bed and breakfast. The much-anticipated mystery guest for Sheila Carter, Kimberlin Brown, turned out to be Jack Finnegan, Ted King. Before he agreed to meet with her in prison, she sent him several emails. This week, he was a man of few words, but the ones he did utter were laced with animosity. On Bold and the Beautiful, it appeared that he occasionally resisted a creepy attraction to Sheila. But what we learn about Jack and Sheila's past is crucial to understanding the scene. This could pave the way for a fresh turn in this plot when B&B debuts in a few weeks. He had to do all he could to endure listening to this crazy woman spout the hopes and goals she has for herself and Jack. Sheila remembers how deeply in love they were when their son was conceived. She also talked about a scene from this week's Bold and the Beautiful where she was seen carrying their infant boy. She adds that as she was holding the baby, she was overcome with aspirations and ambitions for their future. She yearned to marry this man, but Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, stood in his way. He ultimately brought Lee's son John Finnegan, Tanner Noblen, home when he was a baby. However, using the ruse of adoption from unidentified parents. Lee and Finn didn't learn that Jack was the biological father and that this terrible woman was the birth mother until lately. Jack is still separated from his wife and son as a result of this. What clues did Sheila's warped trip down Bold and the Beautiful memory lane reveal? She was eager to get married, to start with. Sheila Carter was madly in love with Jack Finnegan decades ago. She desired that he divorce his marriage, but he refused. She may have therefore devised a scheme to persuade him to divorce Lee. She thought back to the moment when she was holding their infant, and they were talking about the future. On Bold and the Beautiful this week, he quickly silenced her though. The reason she was so willing to give her baby up decades ago is now being questioned. Not only that, but also why did she permit Jack to take the child home with him, so that he could raise it with Lee Finnegan? Sheila might have needed to dispose of the evidence. She has spent her entire career as a nurse working in hospitals. So after pretending to be pregnant for Jack Finnegan's benefit, this insane woman could have easily abducted a newborn. It's a tried and true tactic to con someone into getting married. Maybe not so much now, but it was more common when this infant was born during the Bold and the Beautiful time frame. It's one approach to persuade someone who didn't want to be married to do so. But why didn't she keep his child when Jack wouldn't budge back then? She wouldn't want any evidence implicating her as the kidnapper if Finn had been taken as an infant, so. However, if the police had shown up, she could have disassociated herself from the crime by giving the child to her lover and his wife. No little one, no issue. Fans discovered this week from the nine-toed felon that Jack Finnegan is one of California's most in-demand criminal defense lawyers. As a result, he probably encountered some sinister underworld figures as clients. Things alter now that we know he's a talented, Bold, and the Beautiful lawyer. He is in an excellent position to launch an investigation because of his contacts. So perhaps he had some indication all along that Sheila's claim that she gave birth to his child wasn't entirely truthful. Sheila shared this week on Bold and the Beautiful about Jack meeting their infant for the first time. But she never stated that he visited her at the hospital. No, she merely reminded me of the moment you visited me for the first time following the birth of the child. She then launched into her speech in which she expressed her desire to marry him. Sheila may have handed the child to him so that he and his wife could adopt it rather than keeping it. So by giving the baby to the authorities, was she attempting to conceal the evidence of her crime of kidnapping? Considering what we've seen so far of Bold and the Beautiful, this seems more like her character. She might decide to keep the child if Jack is the father. She might grasp onto her beloved in this way. So perhaps Sheila's memories of the past trigger his memory of her being overly eager for him to take the child. So may B&B be getting another hero soon. If he can show that Sheila kidnapped Finn rather than giving birth to him, that is. If so, Jack Finnegan would present Finn and Lee with the most amazing present ever. Additionally, a new plotline about Finn's ancestry opens up a lot of potential for additional drama. If the CBS soap opera chooses to use Jack Finnegan in this manner, that is. Hey, babies have vanished from B&B in the past, so anything is possible. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay with us.